Welcome back, everyone, here to Bronx Talks. Today, got a very special video for you guys. We are going to be giving you the latest Yankees injury updates. Going to tell you what's going on, when these guys are likely to return to the big club, and just dive in all into it. So, Christian, who do we have up first?
Let's talk about the big name first. It's Aaron Judge. Now, he just threw Jonathan Loaisiga just threw live ABs to him on Sunday. And it was kind of a pretty big deal, Ryan. A lot more than you'd think for live at bats. They had the whole yes crew and everything, the whole replay camera. But nothing crazy happened. Aaron Judge fouled a few pitches off. But most importantly, he said that he felt good, and I'm sure facing Jonathan Loaisiga for your first time seeing live pitching in 1 or 2 months, that's pretty tough. So
Yeah.
ultimately, the most important thing is he feels good swinging with his toe. I know he has like a brace, I think, on his toe. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there was kind of a question, was that going to affect his swing? Maybe he wouldn't be able to fully put pressure on it or put weight or turn. But look, everything looked fine. He said it felt fine. So Boone said the next steps for Judge haven't been determined, but probably a few more simulated at bats. And then if he keeps feeling good, then probably a rehab assignment. And Brian hopes that he could see Aaron Judge possibly returning for the Astros or Rays series.
Yeah, no doubt about it. The Yankees really need to get this guy back. I mean, he's one of the best players in the game, if not the best. And, the stuff he's been able to do on the field is really incredible. He tracked pitches against Nestor Cortes, I believe, a week or so ago when they were playing the Angels. So he's getting more and more comfortable. He's been running the bases. So just doing all that baseball activity, all that baseball stuff. And hopefully he can get back soon. The interesting thing is, the Yankees still haven't released a timetable when they think Judge is going to return, but he keeps doing more and more baseball activities. So you got to think it's going to be relatively soon when they can hopefully get Aaron Judge back. We'll see what happens when he comes back. He's going to be playing through a little bit of pain, he said, but it's just about managing that. And, Judge is a tough guy. He's a big guy. So, hopefully that will be A-okay, and they could get Judge back and he could just do MVP things on the field.
Yeah, the guy throwing to Aaron Judge was Jonathan Loaisiga. I'll be honest, Ryan, I forgot about him for a little bit until this happened. And then I got reminded, we're missing probably one of our best relievers in the bullpen when he's healthy. And I
Mm-hmm.
got a little bit excited. Loaisiga also said that he felt good throwing and he could begin a rehab assignment as early as Saturday.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Also, Aaron Boone said in his presser that Loaisiga looked like playoff Loaisiga from last year. Boone said he was that good. And, the Yankees bullpen has kind of faltered a little bit lately. Maybe some guys' arms are tired. They've used that bullpen a lot this year. It's a very, very good bullpen. But, some guys are struggling, Ron Marinaccio and, another guy or a couple other guys. But if they could get Jonathan Loaisiga back, that would be a big, big upgrade for this Yankees team. And it would really, really help out the bullpen. Getting a fresh arm and a really, really good pitcher in Jonathan Loaisiga, I think that would be really, really huge for this Yankees team. No doubt about it.
Yeah, it does feel like the Yankees bullpen is missing, one more elite arm. Just because, some guys, Wandy, Ron, just haven't been at their best. So I think Loaisiga coming in, you know, you're back to that dominant bullpen that you kind of had earlier this season. Next up, we have Nestor Cortes. Now, he threw in a rehab game yesterday, threw 2.1 innings, striking out 4 in Double A, allowing 1 earned run and no walks. So the earliest he can come back is August 3rd because he's on the 60-day right now. But I don't think he would even be able to come back earlier than that. If anything, I think that's probably the perfect target date, like 1.5 weeks till then. So hopefully he's returning around then. When that happens, it is a question who gets booted out of the rotation. But But look, having Nestor come back and fully healthy, I think is going to be really huge. And obviously, he wasn't at his best earlier this season, but who knows if that was an injury. So if we could have
Yeah.
Nestor coming back, being the pitcher he is, maybe Rodon figures it out. Yankees are back to having one of the best rotations.
Yeah, Christian, and another thing, you mentioned someone's going to, have to move out of the rotation, probably go in the bullpen. And I think that's also going to really help the Yankees out a ton because they don't really have a long reliever, type guy in the bullpen. And as, the season winds down, the Yankees pitchers could get tired, their arms could get tired. And having someone in the bullpen who could eat you innings, give you multiple innings, I think would be really, really huge for the Yankees and set them up good for a playoff run.
Yeah, and they would even have the option to go to a 6-man rotation just to take
Yep.
guys. So yeah, more options the better. And it'll be really, really nice to have Nestor back. Now, finally, guys, we have to talk about are most likely done for the season, but couldn't hurt to mention them. Jose Trevino and Josh Donaldson. Now, Trevino, 100% done. He said it, but he is not done as a Yankee. He's, I think, under contract for 2 more years. So hopefully this season was kind of injury bugged for Trevino. That's why his offensive numbers weren't really there. And he's back next year and to his 2022 self. Josh Donaldson, we don't know. I mean, he's on the 60-day. He still technically could come back for, the last few games in September and then maybe a playoff push. But I have to think if you're the Yankees, you're telling him you're not coming back. I mean, do you really want Josh Donaldson after not seeing live pitching in 60 days to come back and be in your playoff lineup or even on the bench?
No.
So I think it's very safe to say Josh Donaldson's career in pinstripes is over.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I'd be pretty surprised if he got back with the Yankees and was actually hitting in the playoffs. I mean, regardless how much money he's making, I mean, it would just be a big mess, I think.